Yo, what's up? It's your boy, DJ Dale, homie, and I'm back with another story, man. On this story, man, we're going to have to talk about Chasity Sparkman. She's the daughter of King Tay, artist from St. Louis, but been residing in Sacramento for so long, man. And my man's King Tay, man. I met Chasity, man. I send my condolences, bro. My dude, King Tay, got 20 children, man. I want to say they all girls, like 20 daughters. You know what I'm saying? But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, man. But rest in peace to Chasity Sparkman. We're going to listen to, it's a YouTube channel by the name of Black Girl Unlost. We're going to hear them narrate the story of Chasity Sparkman, 26-year-old woman who was killed on Valentine's Day. Her husband was just apprehended in New York. We gonna hear the boy Sacramento Gang Archives narrate on that aspect of the situation. So y'all just sit back, man. Y'all listen to the story, man. And all my folks out there in Sacramento, man, if y'all run across the family, man, y'all send some love, man.
Dude out. I need to start saying with my dad, but when I say daddy, they be like, "Oh, yo, dude out." Man, you hear me that? You hear me?
Yes.
Do you hear me that? I said I need to start saying my dad, because when I be like on the date with my daddy on Instagram, somebody's like, "Oh, yo, dude out." Did you hear me? I said I was like taking my daddy on a date. Somebody gonna say, "Oh, your dude's out." I need to start saying dad, because people are creeps. No, that's not what I was talking about.
Found at least one gunshot wound. She was rushed to the hospital where she later died.
The mother leaves behind 6-year-old daughter, Princella, and 8-year-old son, Zayani. The family hopes her children can get through it.
That they just hold on to the memories and the love that their mother has for them. And that God gives them strength to get through it, because they're just babies.
She was going to school for business. She was just starting out with her music career. And I just can't say enough.
And as they gathered, many wearing pink and with heart-shaped balloons, they remembered and grieved.
Justice for Chasity. Justice for Chasity.
We love you. 26-year-old Chasity Sparkman was a loving and outgoing woman with a strong love for family. Her family was an important part of her life. Most importantly, she was a mother to 2 beautiful children, a 6-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son. Her children meant the world to her, and she meant the world to them. Chasity was a student at Sacramento City College, studying psychology, along with focusing on her music career and working in order to support herself and her children. Everything she did was for her children. No one could have ever predicted the chain of events that would soon occur. Just after 11 p.m. on February 14th, Sacramento police responded to the Lake Crest Village Shopping Center near Florin Road and Greenhaven Drive in Sacramento's Pocket neighborhood for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they were locating an unresponsive adult female. The victim was identified as 26-year-old Chasity Sparkman, who was rushed to a local hospital where she would sadly pass away after succumbing to a gunshot wound. According to Chastity's family, she and her husband, Isaiah James, had been in a previous altercation that escalated from a verbal abuse to a physical abuse, where Chasity was beaten very badly. This assault was followed by another phone call between the two, and ultimately leading up to the day Chasity was murdered. Although police have not publicly named Isaiah as a suspect, Chastity's father made a Facebook post alluding to the fact that Isaiah and an unidentified female played a role in Chastity's murder. The post stated, "They took a part of me away from me and my grandchildren. This clown and this pet killed my baby, Chasity Sparkman, and think they're going to get away with it. But I can't let this happen. So everybody respect my wishes and repost this. Let me know if you see them. From what I see on Facebook, Isaiah, who also happens to be the father of Chastity's 2 kids, had been married to her for roughly 4 years. But here's a phone conversation between the two while Isaiah was locked up. This can kind of give you a glimpse into the dynamic of their relationship.
I'm not crazy, bro, but I ain't even finna get into all that shit, bro, because you gonna start saying some extra other shit and saying I'm on some funny shit and just like you did the other day, but you know what you did, I know what you did, yeah, so it is what it is. I put it past me, but you seem like you just can't, laugh about the shit, but it is what it is.
You're crazy. You're really in denial.
Oh, I'm in denial, but I did nothing.
Oh my God. You did nothing.
I'm in jail.
That doesn't matter. You still can do stuff.
It does. What the fuck can I do? I ain't physically touched nobody.
Oh my Lord Jesus. I mean, I know you didn't. You can't.
Right, so what you
So that doesn't count. You're forced to not do anything. If it was a choice, you would. Isaiah.
You have 60 seconds remaining. That doesn't count?
Oh my Lord. She does count. What are you talking about?
Wow, you just said it doesn't count.
Isaiah.
Damn, alright, shit. That's the truth right there, huh?
No, you're like psycho at this point. Like, you're very in denial.
That's all good.
No, it is all good. Because you're lying.
I'm lying.
Yes, you're sitting up here being in denial.
You don't give a fuck about me, bro.
Isaiah.
I'm serious in a motherfucker.
You're extra. Like, you need to stop.
But stop what?
Stop acting like that.
Acting what? Like you don't give a fuck, right?
No, that's you.
How?
What do you mean how? Because I asked you a simple question and you sat up here and went around a bush.
A nigga's still here and you didn't did me trifling as fuck while I've been up to here.
Oh my God.
Chastity's father, whom she had an extremely close relationship with, was heartbroken. Although he reflects on losing many people in his past, he described the loss of a child, his daughter, his baby girl, as a feeling like no other. It just hit different. Like the rest of her family, he is placing his trust in the Sacramento Police and asking his community to bring to light any information.
I still don't believe it. I still feel like it's a dream. I'm waiting on her to bust through the door.
Alfonso Sparkman says he's angry and in shock, knowing he will no longer hear from his 26-year-old daughter, Chasity Sparkman. The mother of 2 was shot and killed on Valentines Day last week in the Lake Crest Village Shopping Center. Her family says from what they know, she was meeting with her husband, but Sacramento police are still investigating what led up to her death. Alfonso says he's trying to get to the bottom of it.
I want to know the truth. Because it hits different, so people understand, I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot in my time, brothers, sisters, mother, father, stuff like that, cousins. But it hits different when it's your child. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that kid blowing my phone up all day, every day no more.
The father of 20 children says his daughter was studying psychology at Sacramento City College. She mainly would focus on her music, work, and caring for her kids. Those kids will now be adopted by her aunt, which was Chastity's request. Alfonso now asking why this happened to his daughter.
It's kind of like being hurt, sad, angry, and afraid at the same time. Because you don't know what to be mentally. So my emotions are all over the place.
Sacramento police say there are no suspects in custody, but they met with investigators Wednesday afternoon as they look into leads to find those responsible. Alfonso says he's putting his trust in police, asking his community to bring to light any information they may have.
As soon as they get apprehended, I feel a lot better. Once I know they're in custody, I be able to breathe. Because jail is hell for anybody. Because I feel once you're behind bars, you consider you deceased.
Just 1 week after her untimely and senseless murder,
of
more than 100 friends and family gathered in the parking lot where the tragic incident occurred. They're calling for anyone with information to come forward. Their only focus right now is holding on to the last memories they have and getting justice for Chasity.
A slew of emotions hit as this Sacramento family tries to understand how their sister, 26-year-old Chasity Sparkman, was killed on Valentine's Day.
It's especially hard for her kids My auntie has to sit here and, deal with the mood swings, and she's trying to cope herself, so we're not okay. We're trying to be, but we're not okay.
We want an investigation.
Justice.
We want justice. We want them to turn themselves in. If they had nothing to do, nothing to hide, then they should be able to come forward and clear their name. We're just hurting.
We asked police if she was there meeting her husband. They told us they're actively looking for suspects and don't want to compromise the investigation. As her family searches for answers, they're trying to focus on the lasting memories made with Chasity.
She was a firecracker. She loved everyone. She loved her family. She was very family oriented. If you know my sister, you guys could argue one day and she's going to call you the next and say, I don't care about you being mad, girl. What you doing?
A GoFundMe was created to raise money for Chastity's unexpected funeral expenses, and her 2 children will be placed in the custody of her aunt. As of right now, no arrests have been made, and police are withholding any additional information as to not compromise the investigation. The case remains ongoing.
Hey, look, man, I want to send my condolences over to my homeboy, too, King Tay. King Tay, man, my thoughts and prayers are with you, man. This your homeboy, D. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's fucked up.
We want an investigation.
Justice.
We want justice. We want...
Well, Sacramento, this shit has happened again. A Mozzie member has shot and killed, allegedly, his wife or girlfriend with the accompaniment of his ghetto-ass mistress. Now, for unknown reasons, Isaiah James met up with Chasity Sparkman. For whatever reason they met up, it was on Valentine's Day. And as the report says, they are married. But he was accompanied by Iona Burgos, whatever the fuck her name is. Now, this happened more than a month ago, just a little bit over. And their asses recently got caught all the way the fuck in New Jersey, or New York, I'm sorry. And to this day, nobody knows but the 3 of them what words were exchanged to where he had to pull out his soul-snatching apparatus and shoot her the fuck up. Now, a blind man can see that this was obviously a love triangle. And their asses obviously was not all the way the fuck in the East Coast, New York, to see the Empire State Building. Their asses may as well plead guilty, because fuck.
Tuesday, Sacramento police announced 25-year-old Isaiah James and Iona Burgos were arrested in New York City for the deadly shooting.
Our investigators weren't closed-minded to the fact that they may not be in Sacramento, and so kind of branching out and looking out into, other jurisdictions and areas, and that's what happened, and, ultimately we found him in New York.
Sparkman's family identified James as Chastity's estranged husband and Burgos as James' girlfriend. Police say both suspects will be extradited to Sacramento for homicide-related charges.
If you leave it to the internet, you would think that their asses was all in love, happily married. But behind closed doors, his ass is dealing with some boxing ass bitch, and she got knocked the fuck out.
It ain't gonna be no jumping going on, is it?
No!
All right.
Her right here.
Yeah, it look like
she's trying to jump.
We don't know jump.
If y'all wondering what's going on, it's a boxing fight. It looks like a hood fight. 2 females. One of the girls' name is Iona Burgos. She was the woman that was in the relationship with old boy that killed Chasity. So they at a park. They just boxing. They at a park. They hooping and hollering. They got a box. They got a referee and everything. But I guess she looked like the loser. She looked like she got her ass knocked out.
Now, her fat ass is probably asking for her inhaler as we speak, because she is in shambles, along with Mr. Isaiah James. They are in a New Yorkin gulag gang. Imagine the beads of fucking sweat of the mayonnaise, fucking beads of sweat down our head. These two idiots were riding around the U.S. like whack-a-moles trying to get to Canada, and the U.S. Marshals bounced out on their ass. They got caught in New York, guys. What the fuck? Now, I would not be SDA if I did not notice a few things, guys. I was doing a little bit of, lurking, and I came across something that kind of is alarming.
Sparkman was 26 years old and a loving mother of an 8-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter.
Her name is Lily Jones, but affectionately we all called her Pork Chop.
With candles and balloons, family and friends gathered to honor her life.
She touched a lot of lives.
Just describing the scene as we can see it right now, we do see that minivan with flashers in the middle of the road. But if you take a look to the left, you can actually see what officers are mainly investigating. If we take a very close look, as we did before we came live to you, you can see that the...
Now, guys, I noticed something that you guys may or may have not noticed. But in the span of about a week or a week and a half, it has been more than 3 or 4 instances of some entanglement, murder, suicide, crazy ass shit. Lily Pork Chop got shot and killed
before 5:30 p.m. along 14th Avenue and 38th Street. When officers got to the scene, they found the woman identified by family as Lily Jones with multiple gunshot wounds.
Allegedly by her ex-boyfriend or her boyfriend after arguing with the current girlfriend, guys, in Oak Park. Now, what in the fuck is the same exact thing that happened to Mrs. Chasity Sparkman? She met up with her husband, the father of her kids, and the father of her kids was with that fat-ass boxing bitch, and Chasity Sparkman ended up getting shot. The similarities, guys. Now, in that same group of people, Mr. Keyshawn Cousin Starks, he was killed in a similar fashion too, guys. I don't know the details, but he was meeting up with a girl while a whole other girl had his location. Now, the reason why I say it's similar is because a family member told me that they don't know if it's the girl who he was meeting that had him killed, or the girl that had his location, or if they were both in unison. But just like Mrs. Chasity Sparkman, it was all over some Valentine's Day bullshit. We've seen this in Sacramento too many times, and the most infamous one is when this fucking idiot, Mr. Ernest, his ass went viral as fuck for shooting his girlfriend.
Within minutes, Sacramento Sheriff's deputies arrive. The suspect shoots and kills the woman before deputies open fire and kill him.
And this idiot allegedly killed the mother of his fucking 2 or 3 kids. Now, I understand that things transpire and emotions rise, goddammit, but all he had to do, or she, the fat boxing bitch, was simply put the gun down, or not bring it, or just leave, And what's crazy to me is those aren't even the only ones. In the east side of Sacramento, Jennifer Evans Brown was killed by her husband, and also her husband killed their son, guys, in a murder-suicide situation, guys, fuck, in a heat of passion. Sacramento Gang Archives, this is just an update on the recent crime of fucking passion, deaths, and these situationships, and these fucking entanglements going on around Sacramento. They are all ending in fucking deaths, guys. Stay safe and watch who you love. SGA, I'm out.
Yeah, man. So that's the story of Chasity Sparkman, man. Rest in peace, my condolences. Send a shot love out there to y'all, man. On the dead homies, we out.
That's on dead homies. Slick. Homies. I put it on my dead homies. Oh, man.